You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature.
Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop. Excited to check out a radio control, a Leopard tank, for multiple reasons. One, I like tanks. Two, it is pretty vintage. I would say 60s or 70s. Can't find a date yet. And it's an Asahi made in Japan tank with a 15-foot range. We will see. 2 channels, forward, right, and left with built-in antenna ages 6 and up. So what else did I learn on the box? One, it automatically is going to go forward. So the 2 channels are left and right, and it says right there for right or left button on transmitter for steering. And then here's this side here. This was the original price on this. Look at that. Way back when, it was pretty expensive. And let's see. Or someone put that on there. I'm not sure. I did not pay that much money. I got it at a flea market. It says 1 9-volt battery in the transmitter with the antenna, 3 C's in the tank, and then 1 9-volt in the turret. And there's your on-off. And then there's the side. There isn't much more to it. So let's take it out of the box. Let me show you. Then I'll have to stop at some point because I do need to get all the batteries ready. Okay. There's some more information here, which is hard to read without the right lighting. I'd have to get a flashlight. Here, let me drop this down. Basically just giving you more information on how this operates. Some cautions. So left and right, and then you get these plastic obstacles. Let me show you that. Alright, so let's get this out of here. So there's the obstacles, which I'll have to test. Okay, here is the transmitter antenna. Okay, there's that. All the pieces. Let me get the rest of the pieces out. My transmitter. And this looks like the piece to the cannon on the front. Let's get this out now. Basically, it looks like it's never really been out of the package or run. Okay, there it is. So this should go on here. We should be okay. It says the turret comes off. So let's just see that real quick. There we go. All right, so that is a battery in there. All right, that's pretty neat. The tracks are still soft. Let's see if there's a date on there. Nothing. Made in Japan. On and off. Okay. Looks to be pretty nicely detailed. And then let's see if I can lock that back in there. There we go. I'm going to turn it this way, though. And drive forward, and it just sits on here. All right, let me get the batteries. Let me get that next, and I'll take a look at it. We'll see if it works. I'm hoping it does. It should. And then I'll drive it around here. I'll be right back with the batteries. Okay, I noticed when I put this gun on, see if I can get this off again, there was a little notch here that this lined up with. I didn't do it the first time, so now it locks in there. All right, and then 1 battery in here. Let me make sure this is off too. I want to make sure that it's not going to start moving on me. And it is off. Hopefully that just turns back on. Okay. There we go. Good. And then this just slides over. Look how nice and clean that battery compartment is. You can tell it just looks like it's never been used. Anytime I find a toy like that, I'm definitely, I don't know, it's kind of neat find, you know. It's like you go on the hunt for toys, and then that pops up, and you say to yourself, oh, how lucky am I? Okay, last battery is in. Okay, looks like it's going to have to lay down here. Interesting battery compartment here. Hold on a second. How about like that? There we go. Alright, so put this on. We should have a working tank now. Let's see. Aha. Let's just test this. We have a tread that's not running, it looks like. Well, let's just see what happens. It's going to go in circles. Oh, it went forward a little bit there. Okay, so I might just need to warm up a little. Oh, it went forward just a little. Did you see that? All right, I might have to take a closer look at it, but while it's doing that, let me just move the camera in. Still cool to watch, isn't it? Yeah, so that other track, I might be able to isolate the issue, but oh, see, it just works there for a second where it just went forward. All right, let me take a look at it, a little more detail off camera and see if I can figure out what is going on. I will be right back. All right, so now I'm deeper into the world of toy repair and thought, hey, let me share this on video. So I found that there's a screw here, and then 2 on each side, and then 1 on the front. So we'll see what happens when I take this apart. This can always be somewhat of a challenge. Because you just don't know what's going to pop out at you. But it's nice to have a video, too, of it. So here we go. Let's get all the screw. There we go. That popped out. No problem. Okay. Interesting. Now, it looks like the gear's back here. Okay, so this gear is working. This gear is not. So we have to go deeper into the 2 motors here. Okay, I want to switch screwdrivers. Sometimes on these Phillips, I'll use a straight. It fits in nice and snug. Okay, it looks like there's 2 motors, and I can almost tell you now that one of the gears is off. And this motor, which could very well be the problem and why the second motor is not turning. Well, if anything, this video is going to show you me taking apart a toy. And this is what I do sometimes. Okay, here we go. Now this is where all the issues with the gears will show themselves. Okay, so this is the one that's spinning freely. Okay. Now why? That's the question. This one's locked in. Look at all the gears in there. Okay. So this plate, the plate that's on there is not really holding anything down. We should be able to see right away just by turning it on. Where's that on-off switch? Here we go. Now watch, here's all the gears in this section. Okay, so something is not driving this gear. Aha. The gear is actually out. Let's turn this off. The gear is sitting here. That definitely explains it. Get the gear out. Okay, so now it's stuck way in there. There we go. Are you seeing this okay? Now it'll come out. There it is. So this gear should be much further in here. Let's just see how it fits over this. Okay, it just looks like it came out and is loose. There's no way that's going to ever hold anything. All right, so here's what we have. We have a gear problem. You know, even for an old toy. Now, what's holding this gear in place? Looks like this whole gearbox will come out of the tank, which would probably make it easier for me to fix, but there's a lot going on here. So I am going to get a few more tools. I may or may not come back, at least till I have this gear on, to see if I can solve this problem. So I'll come back with that. All right, so it has been a full 24 hours. I could not fix the actual gear. The gear itself was cracked, and that's why it had slipped off. But in the midterm, I was able to get some glue and hold it in place. Now 24 hours, it seems like it's holding pretty good. It's not going to hold forever, that's for sure. So what I need to do is get it all back together, and then to make an official fix, I'd have to replace the actual gear, which I cannot do right now. I don't have those gears. Let me just get these screws back here, and then I will get this back together piece by piece. It's really not that hard once it's all back together. And that's it. We'll go forward from there. I should be able to at least drive it a little bit. Now the gear can slip again, and then I know the gear I need to get. They do sell those gears. I have seen them on eBay. I mean, ultimately, that's probably what I'm going to have to do. So now that this is all back together, step by step, I guess it's part of getting toys ready for video, but this one just didn't work on video. Okay. So let me do this. Let me get the rest of the screws in here. I will come back, put the treads on, and then I will test it one more time. All right, so hopefully at least drives through the camera view range. I'd be happy with that, just seeing it run. And I know what I need to do to officially fix it now. So here we go. I'm going to turn it on. Let me have my controller ready. I mean, turning's going to put stress on the gears and all that. So I'll try to go forward now that both tracks are working. Okay. Before I try to do some turns with it, this is exactly what we wanted. All right, let me stop it now. So it's fixed, but I'm guessing it's not officially fixed completely, but it's still now, I could actually drive it. That's pretty cool. So I'm gonna drive around now. Let's see if I can do around these cones. I don't know what my turn radius is, but let's just see if I can get around 2 cones. Here, I'll move this one further here, this one here. So now I'll go forward, turn right, and see if I can get around them. Here we go. Ooh, I knocked the cone. 5-second penalty. Turn back around. A little bit tighter now. There it goes. All right. Oops. I'm going to say it's an official fix. And I would say overall, it's a pretty cool tank for being so old. I like the detail on it. And it is my Leopard tank. And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I would have drove it a little bit more, but I'm just worried about it at this point. At least I know I can play with it just a little. And thanks for watching. If you like older vintage toys like this, or even me fixing toys, then, let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching. Later. If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS-Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.
Thanks for watching.